How to update your calendar appointments. Now, you should be updating your pricing and your availability pretty regularly. I look at mine every quarter and adjust how much my availability is going to be and what my pricing are for my different kinds of appointments. So just to show you how you get into your calendars again, let's take you into calendars and your main left hand menu right here and click on calendar settings. And this is where you can add unlimited types of appointments. So just to show you what this can look like, you can add these calendars to any kind of page or funnel or website. You can give people links directly to the calendar booking itself. But essentially you can see here how on my contact page on my website, I've actually embedded these calendars that people can click on and book an appointment with me. And I'm currently just changing the amount of times that people can book me for and the pricing going forward into the next quarter. So this bit here is basically just a widget that comes from your Tekmatix account inside this calendar settings area. So what I have here inside, I actually group together all of my calendars. You can choose whether your appointments are publicly visible or whether they are hidden. So I actually have a bunch that are publicly visible, and the publicly visible group is exactly what is shown over here. So I have already created these, but if I wanted to create a new one, for example, I could press create a new calendar and I could choose whether it's a one-on-one, whether it's a booking that would pass through other team members if it wasn't going directly to me, if it's a specific group like a workshop or an online class. We can even set event types. So I'm not going to go through a whole one right now, but what I will show you is one I've already made so I can show you what elements are in here because I'm about to edit one of them. So I have deactivated some of my longer appointments because going forward I'm only going to allow people to book 3 hours with me unless they're joining one of my group sessions. But I'm going to press edit on this calendar and you will see, like, if you were creating this from scratch and creating a brand new appointment, you would basically go through and fill out each of these sections bit by bit. So the first thing is to give your calendar a name. So I have basically, as you can see here, the name of your appointment type is what shows up in the bold text in your calendar area. So I base mine based on the actual duration of the call length that they can book. So that's how I name mine. Brief description to tell them what they're going to get, what they're not going to get, what that actual call or appointment is about. The group that they belong to. So for me, I have a group that it's basically a folder. Just think of the word group. It just means a folder. It's the collection of calendars that might be public or a collection of appointments that might be private. It's a collection of appointments for a particular staff member. So if you've got a whole team, I might have the Sarah Cordiner calendar group. Maria might have all of the Maria's calendar appointment groups. You get the point. That's what we mean by a group there. Now, you can choose custom URLs for each of the appointment types, and then you're going to choose whose calendar those appointments will load into. You also need to make sure that you add your particular meeting location in this location box here. So if that's going to be on Zoom, put your Zoom room in there. If you're using Google Meet, you'd put your Google Meet room in there. You get the point. You're basically in here putting where your meeting appointment is, and you can even choose the color that appointment will show up as inside your linked calendar. So for me, I actually link Google calendars because I run my business from the Google workspace. So I have the Google calendars connected, which you do in your main settings and integrations and is done for free for you as part of your onboarding if you haven't done that yet. So as you can see here now, we moved from the meeting details and our meeting availability. And these are the days that we can choose whether we are available on those particular sessions, and the days that we're not available for those calls to get booked. So you can go through and choose the availability of your times and set them to whatever you want them to be, basically. Then we have inside the forms and payments area, this is where you can basically choose what the rate is going to be. So for me, this is the bit I'm now updating because my price has gone up. And the currency of that appointment can be chosen as well, and whether you want to allow part payments for that appointment. which for me is a no. In your notifications area, this is whether you want people to receive appointment notifications. So here, if you just press edit, there's basically some default messages that will go out. If you turn it on as enabled, you can actually go through and see and edit what they receive when an appointment is actually booked. So you can go through, make all of your edits, turn them on, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so you have all of that flexibility to make sure everyone gets all of their notifications. I'm not going to go through and do all of that right now. I'm just showing you where they are. And then I'm just going to go up top and press save. So now if I did actually want to share this calendar with anybody, I press share calendar. And as you can see here, we've got the embed code. That's the code that we have actually embedded onto our web page or our contact page here if we want to send them to a whole overarching page. If we click on, I'll just open one up again here, the share button, we can also just grab the permanent link, and I could send that link to somebody who wants to book that 60-minute appointment. Alternatively, where you've got a whole entire group, you can share that whole entire group of calendars, which is what I've done to share all of my public appointment types in one box here. So all I'd need to do is grab the group embed code, which is this, copy and paste that into the page that I want that calendar to show up in. So if you need any help, don't forget you can talk to our live chat by clicking on the question mark on the bottom right hand corner. And also don't forget you can go to the Tekmatix website and hire a tech expert to help you set up your calendars, make sure they're all set up correctly, make sure they've got all the notifications, make sure they're syncing into your calendar properly. For the sake of $50 to make sure that's all done, you might want to book yourself a tech expert. To do that, you can just go back to your main dashboard and there will be a book a call with a tech expert on the top of your screen here on the dashboard area, which I won't go to because I've got real data on it. But there you go. That is how you can edit your appointment types and also how you can add new ones if you need to. Happy teching.